Okay, welcome back to the rolling coverage here on Radio Islam International from City Hall ahead of the opening of Parliament address to be delivered by the President later this evening. The newly elected Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Annelie Lotriet, with us. A very good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
So, for the first time, we've got a Deputy Speaker from the opposition parties. What was the instruction of your party upon you taking up this position? What are they hoping that you would be able to achieve?
Well, I didn't get a real instruction, but only that I stick to the values that we as a party have, and that is that we respect everyone and that we respect the Constitution and the rule of law, and that we must make sure that Parliament also upholds those principles and values.
So it's new terrain in a sense, right? We've had coalition politics in the past, but not to this extent. What are you bracing yourself for in terms of having to manage once things get into full steam? We know that the EFF have kind of said that they're going to move away from disruptive politics and they won't be fighting with bouncers. You've got an all-new entity in the MK that is now the official opposition. What's your plan of action?
Well, I don't know if you followed the mini plenaries that we've had up to now, so there wasn't much proof of sticking to the rules and not being disruptive, so it is part of our politics. But I think the main thing is to take the points, listen to everyone, but then also just rule based on the actual rules, because we have to remember this is a balancing act. Everyone, every party, every member has the same right in terms of our Constitution and, for example, the Powers and Privileges Act and the rules, and we just have to make sure that everyone's right is protected to speak and to be heard.
Now, the functions of Parliament remain the same, right, irrespective of coalition politics or not, and the routine bread and butter stuff I'm sure will continue for the next 5 years. Is there a different kind of focus? Are there different priorities for the 7th administration?
I think to a large extent it's not so much different, but I think just a refocusing on what Parliament should be. We've had over the past 5 to 10 years a bit of eroding of Parliament's real authority and the accounting authority that it is, or oversight authority that it is. So I think that we will be moving back to that, to hold the ministers, the executive to account and really fulfilling Parliament's role. That is what we are here to do oversight and to make legislation.
Now, finally, I mean, there is a perception, rightly or wrongly, in the electorate that MPs stay absent a lot of the time. There's a lot of politicking, grandstanding, bickering, and that actual work doesn't get done, or much actual work doesn't get done. How do you now, as the leadership of this 7th administration, deal with that kind of a perception and make sure that 5 years on, things have changed significantly?
Well, I think one of the main things that we've had problems with was when we had COVID and then the burning down of the Parliament building, so everything went online, which is not ideal, and that also caused members not to do what they should be doing. So my Speaker and myself, we have also said that we must get people back to Parliament, because the work is done in the committees. What you see on TV in the plenaries, that's one part of it, but the actual work is in the committees, and we have to get our committees meeting in person again.
Thank you so much for your time and all the best.